Dear friends, I am going to say about one of the great scientists, Dr. J.C. Bose. The great biologist who showed that plants too can feel in their own way. He saved money, he bought a small laboratory and built his equipment, and scientists in Europe and America wondered at his discoveries. A true patriot and a great man. It was Jagadish Chandra Bose, an eminent Indian scientist, who explained that plants also suffer pain like ourselves. Though he worked in other fields of science, he is best known for his research into the life of plants. About his parents, Jagadish Chandra Bose was born on the 13th of November 1858 in Faridpur in a Dhaka district. Faridpur was a part of India until 1947. Now it is in Bangladesh. His mother, Abala Bose, was a tender-hearted and affectionate woman. His father, Bhagavan Chandra Bose, was a man of excellent qualities. Bhagavan Chandra Bose was the deputy magistrate of Faridpur. There was a famine in Bengal. In the year 1880, Bhagavan Chandra Bose spent his own money to help the poor villagers. In the year 1874, hundreds of families suffered because of a widespread malaria. Thousands of children lost their parents and became orphans. Bhagavan Chandra Bose helped these orphans. He spent money from his pocket to start a factory and provided employment to those helpless children. About his early education, in the days of Jagadish Chandra Bose's boyhood, the well-educated and the well-to-do people were attracted by Western culture. A man was proud if he had learned English. Bhagavan Chandra Bose started a school in which children were taught in Bengali. Jagadish Chandra also received his early education in this school. Jagadish mixed with the poor boys freely and played with them. So he gained first-hand knowledge of the sufferings of the poor peoples. There was another interesting person in his early life. This was a servant who used to take Jagadish Chandra to school every day. He had been a dacoit in the past. Bhagavan Chandra Bose was a judge, had sent him to prison. After some time, the dacoit came out of prison. But how was he to live? Bhagavan Chandra Bose was a very good-natured man, so he employed him as a servant. The dacoit used to tell little Jagadish Chandra events of his past life, the robberies he had committed and his cruel deeds. His adventures made a lasting impression on the boy. Jagadish Chandra's parents took great interest not only in his studies but in everything that shaped his character. They narrated stories from the Ramayana and the Mahabharata to him. Karna of Mahabharata was an ideal to him. Karna was a great hero, but more important still, very generous. He went with his parents to see the performances of folk drama. These were staged in open air theatres. They treated all his friends alike. Such was the environment for Jagadish Chandra in his boyhood. He grew up to be broad-minded, patriotic, obedient to elders, affectionate towards his fellow men. He never made any distinction between the rich and the poor. All men were equal in his eyes. He learned many things on his own by studying at home, but he was not a bookworm. He was very enthusiastic about games too. Cricket was his favorite sport. In his study in Calcutta, Jagadish Chandra began a new chapter in his life at the age of 9. He had to leave his hometown. He went to the big city like Calcutta for further education. He was admitted to Saint Xavier School there. In Faridpur, he had studied everything in his own language, but in Calcutta, studied through English. He used to breed frogs. He used to breed frogs and fishes in a pond nearby. He would pull out a germinating plant and observed its roots system. He had also a number of pets like rabbits, squirrels, and non-poisonous snakes. Even in Calcutta, he continued these hobbies to get over his solitude. He grew flower-bearing plants and had animals and birds as pets. He did well in his studies and was in the forefront. The teachers liked him for his intelligence. Jagadish Chandra passed the school final examination in the first class. He joined the BA class in the college. In those days, science subjects formed a part of this course. He was most interested in biology, the science of life. But Father Lafont, a famous professor of physics, inspired in BOSE a great interest in the science of physics, and BOSE became a favorite student. Bose became his favorite student. Even so, Bose was always interested in any branch of science. Botany, the science of plants, still attracted him much. Thank you.